Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the rich and fascinating history of Japan. Whether you're a history buff or just curious about this amazing country, you're in for a treat. Our story begins in ancient times. Archaeologists have found evidence of human life in Japan as far back as 30,000 BC. These early people lived in caves and used simple tools made from stone. By around 10,000 BC, a culture known as the Jomon people emerged. They were skilled potters and made some of the oldest pottery in the world. The Jomon people were hunter-gatherers and lived in small communities. They fished, hunted animals, and gathered nuts and berries. Their name, Jomon, actually means cord-marked in Japanese, which refers to the distinctive patterns they made on their pottery. Around 300 BC, a new culture called the Yayoi appeared. The Yayoi people brought new skills and technologies to Japan, such as rice farming and metalworking. This period marks the beginning of Japan's shift from a hunter-gatherer society to an agricultural one. With rice farming came the establishment of villages and a more structured society. The Yayoi people also introduced bronze and iron tools, which improved farming and warfare techniques. This laid the foundation for future development in Japan. Next, we move to the Kofun period, which started around 250 AD. This era is named after the large burial mounds, or kofun, built for the elite. These tombs were often shaped like keyholes and surrounded by moats. During the Kofun period, Japan saw the rise of powerful clans. The most influential was the Yamato clan, which eventually established the first form of centralized government. This period also saw increased contact with Korea and China, which brought new ideas and technologies to Japan. By the 6th century, Buddhism made its way to Japan, marking the start of the Asuka period. This era saw significant cultural and political changes. The adoption of Buddhism had a profound impact on Japanese art, architecture, and society. In 710 AD, the capital was moved to Nara, beginning the Nara period. Nara was modeled after the Chinese capital, Chang'an, and became a center of culture and religion. Many of the great Buddhist temples, such as Todaiji, were built during this time. The Heian period began in 794 AD, when the capital was moved to Heian-kyo, now known as Kyoto. This era is often considered the peak of the Japanese imperial court, and is famous for its art, poetry, and literature. One of the most famous works from this period is The Tale of Genji, written by Murasaki Shikibu. It's often called the world's first novel, and gives us a glimpse into the life and culture of the Heian aristocracy. As we move into the Kamakura period, starting in 1185 AD, Japan entered the age of the samurai. This period saw the rise of the samurai class, who followed a strict code of honor known as Bushido. The Kamakura period also faced external threats, like the Mongol invasions in the late 13th century. Despite overwhelming odds, Japan managed to repel these invasions, thanks in part to typhoons, which the Japanese called kamikaze, or divine winds. Next, we enter the Muromachi period, beginning in 1336 AD. This era saw the rise of the Ashikaga shogunate and the flourishing of Japanese culture, including the tea ceremony, no theater, and ink painting. However, it was also a time of political instability, leading to the Sengoku period, or the Warring States period. The Sengoku period, from the mid-15th to the late 16th century, was a time of constant warfare among competing feudal lords, or daimyos. It was a chaotic time, but also a period of significant cultural and technological advancements. In 1603, Tokugawa Ieyasu unified Japan and established the Tokugawa shogunate, marking the beginning of the Edo period. This era brought over 250 years of peace and stability, allowing culture and economy to thrive. The Edo period is famous for its strict social order, isolationist foreign policy, and the development of a vibrant urban culture. The arts flourished, with kabuki theater, ukiyo-e woodblock prints, and haiku poetry becoming popular. In 1868, the Meiji Restoration ended the shogunate and restored power to the emperor. This period marked a rapid modernization and westernization of Japan. The country adopted new technologies, modernized its military, and transformed its economy and society. The Meiji period was a time of incredible change. Japan went from being a feudal society to an industrialized world power in just a few decades. This set the stage for Japan's role in the 20th century. The 20th century was a tumultuous time for Japan. The country faced devastating defeats in World War II, but remarkably rebuilt itself in the post-war era. Japan emerged as a global economic powerhouse, known for its technology, culture, and innovation. Today, Japan is a blend of ancient traditions and cutting-edge technology. It's a country that honors its past while constantly looking towards the future. From the serene temples of Kyoto to the bustling streets of Tokyo, Japan's history continues to shape its unique identity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Japan's history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. What part of Japan's history fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.